Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yay! We are alive. Hey, everyone. We want to say welcome. Welcome from the Netherlands. Welcome in this special hangout today. Actually, it's not the same as we do normal. It is the TWTW Hangouts we do every single Monday together with Kim Justice, our buddy, our co-hostess, and we are missing her, but she is at a great place right now because she's heading forward to Nashville. She's actually already there, going through awesome new trainings and learning a lot of new things, which she can teach you guys into the next couple of TWTW hangouts as well. And we will join her this coming Thursday. So this was just a small introduction before we are starting here. So it's without Kim. Kim, we hope you're well and go for it and see you soon. And today we will not have special guests like we used to do. We thought let's do something different, right? Let's share some crazy valuable things that you can use to build your internet freeway online. And isn't that creates all the internet freedom of all the guests that we had until now?
Yeah.
They knew how to build it. So if you stick until the end, Dirk will take over in just 30 seconds because he's kicked me already underneath the table.
I'm not.
He's ready to go. No, if you please stick to the end because this is a step-by-step plan and you really need all the essential parts of it. So grab a pen and paper. This is very important. Listen careful. And Dirk will talk you into this. So I talk to you at the end and well, go for it, babe.
Yeah,
On to you.
Hi guys, welcome. And I see still people coming in and that's awesome. It's a bit different, as Muriel said, than the other nights that you were used to us in the TWTW Hangouts. The reason for that is basically, yes, the events, normal, the guests we would invite are on the road, on the way, or already in Nashville. And we will go on Thursday.
We will.
We have to fly all the way to the other side of the world to that event, but there is basically nothing that's gonna stop us of achieving our goals and attending the event. So, but basically, what I want to share with you is because we get this question a lot: what are you doing, and how can I do that as well? I thought it was a good idea to use this Monday to share with you how what we actually do and how you can build your internet business basically from A to B to the end actually. So what I'm gonna do is share the screen with you and go over a PowerPoint I made for you, and where we talk about all the steps you need to take in order to to have your like the poster said, a low maintenance a business online. So once the system is set up, you can sort of lean back and let the system do its work. So what we're going to do is I'm going to share the screen. It's always a bit of a challenge, I think, but it might work like this. And it's going to be maybe a bit shaky. And there it is. And let me go there.
If you wonder where are Dirk and Muriel going, we're right in the screen, but we will be here while Dirk is pressing all the buttons to get the PowerPoint come out. You will be still here waiting together with me. And we are so curious. Yeah, oh, there it is. That's quick, baby. Dirk is really the
I'm sorry,
techie guy.
I screen share in Hangouts is always a challenge. Okay.
Yeah.
Here we are.
Can you all see it? Just check. Let me see. Somebody who cannot see it, please let me see. Okay, here I see people.
Right,
Yes,
John
right.
sees it.
Yep.
Awesome.
Okay.
Well, then I'm off. Here we are. Learn how to set up your low maintenance online business. Well, it all starts with in the offline world you would call it customers, people. On the online world, we need to you call it traffic. That is what it's all about. You have to understand that you have to get people into your shop. That's how you have to what you call it, your website. Those people, your customers, the traffic, you will guide them to a landing page, a squeeze page, a capture page. There are many different names for that. You might heard of it in a different ways, but basically what it is a website, a simple website where people can leave their information. So their email address, their phone number, their name, but basically usually in the online world it's about the name and email address. And on this squeeze page, the landing page, you will offer them something in exchange for that information. It could be an ebook, a video, it could be anything actually. And that is the reason why people would fill in their email address and give it to you. So then two things will happen. After they put their email in, they will one side go to your what's called a autoresponder. We personally use a company that's called GetResponse. It's a service that will once if somebody opted in, that means if somebody put their email address in, they will be automatically being sent an email with a welcome or something that you promise, but usually it's a combination of that. And at the same time, what happens is they will be sent to what you promised. And in this case, I used a example of a video that will show them, in this case, the system and so on and so on. It could also be an ebook, so you redirect them to a page where they can download a PDF. So if you go to the autoresponder, what you do there is you send out email addresses. You send them emails for building that relationship, because internet marketing, it's all about relationships. And so this is the whole structure. But in this Hangout, I want to talk about the traffic and the relationships, because that is what it's all about. The autoresponder, the landing pages, the videos, that is something different. That's a different story. Today we just want to talk about traffic. How do you get traffic? How does that work? How do you get people to your website, and how do you build that relationship? Because people buy from people who they know, like, and trust. They know, like, and trust. It's not like people are on the internet and say, oh yes, I'm going to buy this, because we all have, what do you call that? The stranger danger, the danger for the strangers. You know, if you don't know what it is, if you don't know who's behind it, it all feels like a scam. Is it true? If it's somebody, you hear all of these stories. So it's good to connect with your leads, your prospects, your potential customers, and build that relationship. Show them who you are. Add value. I mean, marketing is all about solving problems, right? So you have this solution for them, and that is what it is all about. So it looks very complicated, and how you build this, the landing pages, the autoresponder, the videos, and all the stuff like that. Basically, the system we use, Kim and all the other guests you saw in the previous Hangouts, we all use this system, and all these things, autoresponders, landing pages, the sales videos are already there. It's been made. It's that's why it's called a franchise style business and system. But I will tell you a lot more about that later on. First, let's talk about traffic. How do you run a traffic? What you see here is is a marketing wheel, I call it, and we can go over that in different steps. And these are just a few ways to get traffic. Trust me, there are a lot more traffic ways to get traffic to your website. I'm just going to start with number one, because that sounds fair, right? And number one is the blog, the website. The difference between a website, maybe you just maybe you have a website, and maybe you don't, but you have two kinds of website. You got a dynamic website and a static website. The static website is a website where you put your information on and then you hit enter and you never look back again. For these search engines, it's not really interesting. So it's really boring. They will not look at it, and it's difficult to be found online with your static website, unless you have a specific name and somebody search for you and on that specific name, they will find you. On the other hand, you have these dynamic websites, is what we call a blog. And if there's content being added every day, it's very interesting for Google, and they will definitely find it. And so that's why maybe you heard, maybe you are following up, maybe you heard it from Kim or the others. Why is everybody blogging? Why is this so important and interesting? If you start blogging and do this daily, consistently, you will add value and you will add content to your website, to your blog. What's happening at that time is that Google or Yahoo or Bing, but let's talk about Google, will see that something is happening over there. And if you build links so that if somebody else puts on their website a link back to your blog saying, hey, that is important, this is interesting, Google will notice that and will see, hey, something is happening there. That is an interesting website, because many people find that website interesting. So, but what happens if you only put content there once a month? The Google spiders, as they call the software that is just going over. If I think of it, I always see these spiders crawling over your website and just searching for different keywords and interesting words that it can relate to. In the people write their searches in the search bar of Google, and that should connect with each other. So if you put on content once a month, Google will see that as well, and they will just come by once a month. But if you start adding content every day, then Google will come back every day. So you'll rank faster, you will index, and people will find you. And if people find you and they come on your website and you have your offer in the banners on the right or the left side or on the bottom or between the text, that might be of interest of them. And they will click on it and they will come and meet your offer. So that is one way. I really like blogging. Blogging can be, you can write your articles, but it's also video blogging or audio. That's both content. If we go over to number two, it's pay-per-click, PPC. You can do that on Facebook, Bing, Yahoo, YouTube, and of course Google. Pay-per-click is basically an advertisement, and if people click on it and have an interaction with your ad, you will pay for that click. It's very effective. Personally, I do a lot of PPC on Facebook, and well, that is a different story. I really like marketing on Facebook. the difference between video on Facebook or just a written ad. Awesome. Email marketing. That's what we talked about in the autoresponder. But besides that, you will send your prospects, your potential customers, send them emails, and you do that with storytelling. You're not. What I strongly advise you not to do is once you set it up, writing your list and spamming them with your links. In all of these strategies, either it's PPC on your website, email marketing, or do not start spamming people with hey, buy this, hey, buy this, hey, buy this. It's what I said before. People buy from people they know, like, and trust. And if you have this experience, if somebody sends you these spams and stuff like that, you will just ban them. You unsubscribe. You delete them from Facebook, out of your life, right? So that's what people will do with your emails and contact. So please add value. Just share what you know. Share what your knowledge is. Share what your passion is. They have a problem. You have the solution. So go into that solution and what it did for you and how it can help them even more. Offline marketing. I mean, not everybody is really all the way up to the online marketing, but the offline marketing, the newspapers or flyers. Personally, I don't really like the offline marketing bit. What you could do is you can make combination. You have an online strategy, or a good example for offline would be having an event. So if you organize an event, you will meet up people. You will invite them to an event. Let's say you rent a place or a hotel, and Muriel's saying something here, and I cannot understand. What are you writing?
I said to her, talk about Nashville. Talk about Nashville.
Yeah, absolutely. That is a Nashville. That is an event. But if you're marketing for yourself, you have an event. That's what I actually meant. It's a small scale event where you promote your business. So you will promote them, but let's say you do a hotel meeting with 50 people, and you will introduce them to your online offer. And so you market offline, but you bring them online for your online business. So that's like basically what I meant. And then your company is a bigger event. But for marketing strategies, that will be working. Webinars is something, could be something similar to this. We do it in a Hangout form, but webinars is also online, where you give specific trainings to people about a specific topic. The structure we do now is a webinar structure, right? Joint ventures, co-ops. If you can buy traffic from a traffic broker that has a certain price, and usually if you buy small amounts, it's a lot more expensive. So if you join different groups, so we work together with Kim, and let's say 10 or 15 or 20 other people join up, and together you buy a bulk of traffic with these traffic brokers. You can negotiate the price will be lower, and just everybody will benefit from that. So very effective. Solo ads, OLP, other people's list. OPL, other people's list. What you do is, you use the landing pages where people put in their email address. They come into a list, in the list of your autoresponder. Especially if your list is not that small, or if it's not that big, and if it's still small, you do not have that big of a reach. There are people who have lists of thousands, hundreds of thousands of people. And you can, of course, you pay for that. It's a paid strategy. You send an email to somebody else's list. you pay the owner of the list, and you buy clicks. So you buy 100 clicks, 200 clicks, up to 10,000 clicks. But you just pay per click as well. And then, of course, you hope that your landing space, squeeze page is appealing, and about people subscribe, and they will come into your list. It is a way to build your list quite fast, and I've seen a lot of good results with that. Social media, again, building relationships. That is what you do on social media. You're not spamming your link or buy this. You build a relationship. You find people who are interested and connect with them. Connect them, and like on Facebook, like their pictures, see what they're about, and send them a message. Hey, I've seen you here and here, and just talk to them, listen to them, and react. But always listen to what other people have to say, and you will find that they have a certain problem, and of course you will have the solution. Of course, you have to stay in your niche, in your market. I mean, if you there are many people with many different problems, and but you have, of course, not the solution for all of them.
If you market to everyone,
yeah, that is a very, very strong. If you market to everyone, you might as well market to no one. So know who you're marketing to. That's what you call your avatar. So if you start marketing, this is for this whole wheel. If you start marketing, you have to know who you're marketing to.
Do you know how just to interrupt you, where we all learn this? We sound so wise, but we didn't know this all the time. We learn this, right?
Yeah. I was waiting to the end of the wheel, but I can let's go to over step number 9 and 10, and I will come back to that and definitely later. Banner ads, you'll see if you come on a website, you see these banners, pictures where you can click on, and that is also a paid strategy. You can buy places on big websites and put your ad up there. And SEO and video and text in YouTube marketing, recording videos. This is a strategy I started doing for the last couple of weeks. You search for different keywords. Keywords are words that people are actually looking for online, and I will make videos of it, and I'll bridge market that to the solution we have. Yeah, your question, Mario, is what you were talking about this whole strategy, and where do we learn? I mean, to be honest, a year ago, I would not be able to talk about this because I had no clue what to do. I always been a restaurant owner, and that is basically what I knew. But many people of you know my story, maybe. We had bankruptcy, so we were almost forced to look for different solutions and different ways what to do. And we ended up online, and of course we found a lot of things that didn't work. But finally, we were able to tap into the system, and this is where it brought us. I know all these strategies we are applying, and we learned that. I mean, Mario, can you remember you copy paste? She would be freaked out. She's like, oh, well, I have to do this.
Yeah.
But now.
Yeah, now I feel so confident because I just stepped into the system that the big yellow button down this Hangout is referring to, and it's not only a button, it's just the entrance of the system we are all plugged into, and that is able to teach others like us and all the other guests who you could see in the other Hangouts learn how to be a real good sexy marketer.
Yeah.
It's just, I like that word, sexy marketer. It's not about spamming. It's not about getting rich in a day. This is not about all that. This is about creating your freedom while learn how to market and do it at the same time. It's just all so beautiful, connected in that system, and that is just important for us. I think it's our duty to refer to people who are on this hangout to refer to, because if we don't point them others out where to get that information, where to get that knowledge, where to get that valuable lessons, hours and hours of trainings, we will be very bad people, I guess, because
Yeah.
then we are holding all the knowledge for ourselves, and that's not the idea behind it. We also learn that sharing ideas and giving away free value is part of creating success. That's just a law of nature. Don't ask us why. You can read it in all the books, like Think and Grow Rich. It was one of the subjects of one of our TW Monday hangouts. A very wise man who wrote about the laws of success and the secrets of success, and it's all start by helping others. So that's why we refer to that system, which you can find behind the big yellow button just below this your screen. So that was just where to find the knowledge, how to be able to learn how to market in a way that will be able to get you leads, sales. Of course, we have to mention an income disclaimer, because we're not average, you're not the same as others, so we don't know what your work ethics is, but there is a lot of things possible, but we have to refer to the income disclaimer. Right. Okay.
Cool.
Back to you.
Yeah. It is online marketing, but it's this is so much applicable for actually all the business you're in. This is, I mean, this marketing strategies. You can also apply this for your offline business. If you, let's say, if you have a restaurant, like no, I'm not finished yet. We will have to continue a little bit more. But what I'm trying to say is, like, you have to understand that this is, we all know this Groupon, you know, this website that offers you discounts and stuff like that. It's basically what it does is the same. They come with an ad. You leave your email address and they will send you offers. That's basically what it is. And you can apply this for all different kinds. If you're in multi-level marketing, if you're promoting, you know, MLM companies and direct sales, or you have an offline business, these strategies, these techniques of marketing, you have to understand that you really need to know them, or else you're marketing to everybody, or you're spamming people with your link, and it just does not work. And maybe you have that experience that it just does not work. You have no results, and I can tell you this helped us a lot, and these strategies you need to learn. So let's go over to building relationships using the email marketing. The autoresponder. What you do there is, our advice is you email daily. Many of you are on our list, or on the list of Kim's, and that's the reason how you ended up here. Is you are receiving emails from us on daily basis, and we share what we know, what we learned, and we do that, well, for you and for our subscriber. And we always indeed add the best stuff to our autoresponder, and this will be staying in there. And of course, we have small updates and what we do, and on this, and so on and so on. That will bring people in your life. I mean, they will get to know you. They will wait. And, oh yeah, there's another email from him or her, and oh, I can't wait to open it. And then you start building that relationship. And in the mails, you can you tell stories, you answer questions, you do a survey, and it will create. It creates an authority. I mean, you become the expert. That's people. You are the guy or the gal they come to, and that is the situation when you have. If you send out emails, the subject lines, the lines, you see them in your inbox. You know, those headlines, they should be very objective. If you use headlines, if they make you laugh, or if they make you like, oh, okay, I'm not sure, then they're probably very, very cool to use, because then the other one, the receiver, also will think, what is this? I need to open that. And that's what you want. You want people to open your emails. Hey, in your emails, use images, videos, definitely give a better click-through rate. Make your emails pretty, appealing for the eye to look at. Very, very important. If you do all these emails and marketing and having your traffic, very important. If you thinking about having an online business, or you're already running it, but if you have no clue why you do not have any results, it's because you do have not any idea what's happening. Tracking is knowing what you're doing. Know your numbers. I mean, if you send out an ad and nobody's clicking on it, but you do pay for it, or a lot of people click on your PPC ad but nobody's opting in, and you don't know that, you're wasting money, and your ROI, return of investment, is very bad, right? So the tracking, you wanna, if you send out a solo ad, you want the number of clicks on the link to your page, and all the ads, you wanna know how many people click on that link. And after that, you wanna know how many people are opted in. I mean, if they do not opt in, they're gone. There are other ways to get back to them, in front of them again, but that's a different story. That's the retargeting, and we're not going to discuss it today over here. Besides that, you want to have the insight of how many sales you actually made from your advertisement. So you see how many people are opting in, and you want to know how many sales you've got out of that. And after that, a little bit more on the long run, because usually people do not buy on the first day. They have to be presented with an offer. I think it's about 7 times, isn't it?
Yeah, 7 times.
It's about 7 times before people think, hey, damn, it's there again. This might be interesting. So not the first day. So that is why it's so important to have the autoresponder, and they will send out of a series of emails or trainings, so they will be in front of that same offer again.
We also learned all of this in those amazing trainings. It's an art. It's an art to sell. It's
an art to sell. But this tracking, this whole tracking structure is like, oh, how do I do that? And do I need to buy more systems and more programs? No. The system we use, the one you get into and can walk around in, if you click on that link below, provides all this. You have completely insight of all the things you do. You can see how many people are opting in and on what link or in what advertisement, from A to B to Z, and everything is there. There's no surprises, so you know exactly, if you put out paid traffic, you know exactly what is coming back. And that is so awesome. That gives you so much control, and well, awesome.
It's amazing to see where sales are coming from, where leads are coming from, where everything is coming from. Then you know what to where to give attention to. If for example an article is doing so well, you can
let's go back to the I go back to the share my face again.
Yeah, nice. How do you look like?
Yeah, let's go back, because that is actually, this is what I wanted to share with you. Yes, we're here again. You see, we're still here.
You and me.
And us. Hey, and awesome that you're all still here. I hope you gain something of this, because this is basically how your internet marketing business works. It's not more than that. It's this. You have traffic, you have your capture page, you have your autoresponder in place, and you have your offer. And from there, they will go into that system or your product, or they buy this is for every business. This is not just for online business. This is for all types of businesses. Let's say a restaurant business. there you would have a system in place that people can opt in. They will come on your website. There's let's say a newsletter, and they can subscribe to your newsletter. And in exchange for their email, they let's say they receive a bottle of wine when they come for dinner the next time. So they get automatically get an email with a voucher in it, free bottle of wine for when next time you come for dinner and have a 3-course meal. So you know that they'll come back and have a meal, earn money over there. You give away a free bottle or a wine, and that will cost you $4 or $5. That's it. And now you have their information. And now next time you have a special offer, a new menu, or this weekend where you're doing something special. And now you can send them an email. Hey, listen, and then that weekend we have a high tea or a dinner on you, this and this, and you as a special guest are invited to come, blah, blah, special price, and so on and so on. And that is the next time you actually make money. But you can talk to people.
That is how Groupon is doing.
That is
exactly the same. Who doesn't know Groupon?
Yeah.
So
I think we're done. I'm not gonna talk about it anymore.
This was awesome, Dirk.
There was just thank you.
Yeah.
We're gonna round it up. In 2 days we are going to Nashville, the big event with like-minded people, entrepreneurs. And we have to fly all the way to Nashville to attend that, but it's so important.
It's the investment for our knowledge, for our business, and we recommend you to do exactly the same. We found our mentors already, and we are enjoying them, seeing them live, talking. We enjoy being surrounded by like-minded people because we have to keep on learning.
Yeah, and having a mentor, you have to. We all have to keep learning because I think if you stop learning, you're standing still, you're going backwards. But it's very important to have a mentor in your life. So what I want you to do is go back to the person that referred you to this hangout and get in contact with them, and they will help you further what you need to do. And in the meantime, you have got something to say?
Well, we wanted to thank you. Thank you for being here.
Awesome.
Awesome to have you. We were honored to host this, and
one announcement and then it's done. Next week there will be no hangout because we will be in a plane from Nashville back home, and Kim will be in a car on the way back home, and we could probably not invite anybody.
No, we cannot be live, but we were definitely share all our adventures the week next after. Week. Sure.
So stay tuned. Keep an eye on your emails and keep an eye on us and Kim, and
feel free to ask us questions, and we will be back. Okay.
Talk to you next time. Yeah.
Talk to you soon.
Bye.
Bye.